Mandy Lee. To the outside, car number 83 from Hampton, New Brunswick is Hudson Ruff. Case Hockman in the 9C was on the podium last night from Apollo Beach, Florida. And from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, car number 2 is Lily Wynot. Final feature of the week for these kids, and they have put on quite a show all week long. TJ Moon in the blue number 9 going to lead this field to green. AJ shows in the green. We're underway. So Moon's won 3 this week in car number 9. The 26 of Laquan McCoy has won 1. Mandy Lee has been knocking on the door. And Hudson Ruff has a collection of trophies in the pit area that go from 5 to 2. So he's looking for the one to complete his collection of palm trees, but he's got some work to do. Hudson Ruff sideways in turn number 2. In the Doherty right away, number 83. Up in front, TJ Moon making it look easy in car number 9. Plenty of laps for these drivers to get it done. They are on lap number 2. They've got 23 laps to go. Laquan McCoy, early in the feature yesterday, really didn't get a whole lot of time to showcase what he had behind the wheel. The Josh Williams team had some work to do after the early laps of that one, along with this team right here. It's been an up and down week for Mandy Lee in the 41. Beginner Bandolero competitor. They've had to borrow a motor. They've had some work to do on the race car, but beginner, they changed a pound of air pressure in that car. The 83 of Hudson Ruff sideways at a corner number 4. Back to my point about the 41 just quickly. The team made an air pressure adjustment on that car, and Mandy Lee could feel it. It was a very slight air pressure adjustment. Apparently, she told the crew, leave it alone. I like it where it is. Currently sitting in the 3rd place position. There is the 9C, the white 9C into 1. That is Case Hockman. On the podium yesterday and completing the field through 6 laps, make it 7 this time by of competition, is car number 2. She's learned a lot this week. Came into this week with only 2 races under her belt and would get the unofficial long haul award, I do believe, for this event from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. About a 30-ish hour drive to get to Auburndale Speedway, as the 9 at TJ Moon continues to pace this field up in front. Laquan McCoy in second in the silver number 26. And Mandy Lee in position number 3. They each have a little bit of distance in between them. And we got one around in turn number 2. That, I believe, is Hudson Ruff. And that will draw the caution. I know we have some Canadian fans watching at home. The first practice, these drivers have, or these teams have blocks to help set up the race cars and get them on the racetrack, and obviously they have to be removed before flight, if that makes any sense. Chris Lamb came up to the 83 team before that first practice and said, hey, there's something dragging from the car. You should take a look at the 83 all by himself over here in turn number 1 and 2 on the replay. For those that are watching at home, Lonnie Somerville forgot to take the setup blocks out of the race car, which setup blocks are something that you don't have on a Pro late model, so we will give Lonnie Somerville that. They will come to the choose right here. So choose-style restarts for the Bandoleros. Laquan McCoy's already looking high. Lee inside, Hockman inside, Wynot inside. And the 83 of Ruff looking outside. So these drivers, you can start at 7 years of age and work their way up through. And they are ready to go. Look at that. TJ Moon on it. Green flag flies. 10 laps completed, 15 to go in this Bandolero feature. Oh, we got a battle for third, and the two come together. And that's the yellow. Yellow flag flies for the 83 of Hudson Ruff and the 41 of Mandy Lee. Those two, albeit in their second season of racing, have plenty of laps together, with their home track being Petty International Raceway, just outside of the hub city of Moncton. So Brad called the yellow too quick. They had it saved right there one more time. Well, the 41 kind of knocked the 83 back going, so they will re-choose and will refire from that lap as the yellow was thrown a little quick. So they re-choose, and Mandy Lee's got the outside of TJ Moon. Moon in the 9 is still the control car. There's the restart box indicated by the two cones on the inside of turn number 4. Laquan McCoy going to get by for second. And Ruff already looking to the outside of Why Not in 2 for position number 4. So TJ Moon looking to finish off the week with a big palm tree trophy. This is the battle for position number 4. How about Lily Why Not in the 2? Oh, Hudson Ruff up the hill. Don't know where he was going. Legoland is down the road, and a little contact, and Hockman goes around. And that will draw the yellow. So the 9 will loop around, was to the inside. And they will tag on at the back of the field. We will have 13 laps to go, just shy of the halfway point in this Bandolero feature. Nine C catching up to the rear of the running order. They will choose right here. Lee to the outside, Ruff to the outside. Why not? Well, Why Not's going to go to the outside, I guess. And Hockman joins at the back. We've got 13 laps to go in this Bandolero feature. First feature of the evening. On a beautiful night for racing here at Auburndale Speedway. Green flag in the air. Moon is looking to hold on for a 4th consecutive feature victory on the week. Laquan McCoy in his tire tracks. Lee, Ruff, Why Not, Hockman halfway. 13 down, 12 to go in this final Bandolero feature. Oh, Why Not around? She gets it stopped right before the wall, and the yellow flag will fly. Just caught that one into the corner of my eye as those top 4 were gone. Why Not sends it around. Chatted with Mark in the pit. You can see a couple of scuffs on the side of that 2 car as they come by to choose this time. Looks like Mandy Lee's going to go to the outside. Ruff going to go to the outside. So to complete that point, the 2 car of Lily Why Not has overall collision, overall auto on the car. They just figured they wanted to do some body work to remind them of home. So they've patched that body together. He got it back on the racetrack. We'll see what Lily can do from the 6th place spot with 12 to go. Green flag flies. Ruff up the racetrack. Nice save, Hudson Ruff. Why not? And Ruff going at it for 5th. Trophies are paid to the top 5 along with a little cash incentive as well. Want to thank Race Wraps for being a part of our Bandolero division this week. And these kids have put on a show every single time on the racetrack. 10 to go. Lee in a 3rd, trying to chase down this pair in front of the field. TJ Moon in the blue number 9. The silver 26 of Laquan McCoy. McCoy looking for a 2nd victory this week. Might need to dig deep and find just that little bit more in these final few laps of the Showdown Series. Top 3, nose to tail, little bit of distance in between those 3 cars, and it's a little ways back to Hockman. And the battle between Why Not and Ruff as it comes into your shot at a turn number 4. There it is right there, as Hudson Ruff trying to get to the outside of Why Not, trying to get that run. Lilly doing a great job holding that inside. Hudson Ruff trying to get the outside to work for him, and oh boy. Well, he almost had it saved. Backs it into the infield. Caution on the speedway. Tried the outside line a couple of times on the 2 and just couldn't get there, and Ruff will find his way to the back of the field. They will choose right here. Moon, McCoy inside, Lee outside, Why Not outside, and Hudson Ruff there as well. Right here on the replay. Oh, boy. Scared the Doherty on the right corner of that car. Just might have scared the paint on the wall, too, the way he come around in turn 4. We'll go back racing with 6 laps to go. And Moon is gone with McCoy on the back bumper. McCoy has a chance to get there. This time by, he's going to have 5 laps to try to make the move. 5 to go for TJ Moon. Oh, and Ruff in the wall. Hudson Ruff into the infield. Caution is out. I think he got the wall in turn 4. Oh, yeah, you can see the tires on the side of that 83 car. Big hit for Hudson Ruff. Hudson is out of the car chatting with the safety officials, and he is going to climb from the KCP Lonnie Somerville Racing number 83 Going to take a look at the side of that race car. That was a hard hit for the driver from Hampton, New Brunswick. Right there into the wall. Just got out of the groove a little bit. So it looks like something broke on that car the way it went in. He's walking across the infield here. So they pick up the car. Well, Hudson was going to walk across the infield. There's the lift. Hudson just going to get checked out. Ride back to the pits in the ambulance. There is the 83 being lifted back and have a little bit of work to do. It almost looks like something broke on the right front, maybe a spindle or something. Because that thing went straight off of corner number 4. One more look at it here. Right there. It's already gone. Straight up. He tried to get that thing turned as quick as he could, but there's no stopping it at that point. So 5 laps remaining in this Bandolero feature. They have chosen that time by the looks of it. Check that lead to the outside. Why not to the outside? And we will try to get this thing wrapped up with 5 laps remaining in the Showdown Series Winter Showdown Bandolero finale. Green flag flies, and McCoy's already taken a little peek to the inside. TJ Moon sends it down into turn number 2 and picks up that car length that he had, the advantage. Back to the 26 of McCoy. McCoy wheeling that thing. Trying to get to the 9 car. What do you got left? You got to put them on the table now. 26 of McCoy. Trying to reel in TJ Moon. McCoy, great exit out of turn number 2. Sticks in the air this time. 2 to go for TJ Moon. Needs to keep this thing hitting its marks. McCoy will be there if Moon missteps. They'll come to the white this time. Final lap for TJ Moon. Took him a couple of days to get warmed up, but once he did, he has been unstoppable. Working through 3 and 4, it's a 4th feature victory for TJ Moon. Moon wins. McCoy and Lee, top 3. We'll go down trackside and chat with your podium finishers. Four feature victories on the week to close off the Showdown Series. Climbing out, folks. Give it up for TJ Moon. Chris wants a backflip. No. No. Come on over, TJ. Did you envision this week going as well as it did with 4 feature victories?
Definitely not.
That one looked fairly in hand, but a couple of late race restarts. Were you concerned at the end when those caution flags started to fly?
No, I'd like to take, say, Pine Tree Food Equipment, TJ, Redhead Racing, GT Overhead Doors, and Dean Hanscom Heating.
Chris, you got anything else to add back there? Good job, TJ.
Thank you.
As TJ Moon, Laquan McCoy is, well, getting a picture taken, so we'll come over here and chat with third. Not a bad way to end the week off, right?
No, not bad at all.
With all the issues that you guys had the last couple of days, how relieving is this to put it back on the podium?
It was pretty good.
First week down here in Florida went well then?
Yeah, it went pretty well.
Who's back there helping you out? Because I know they're not as loud as Chris East, but who's back there helping you?
My parents, my family.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's Mandy Lee and Laquan McCoy. What else did you need in those last couple laps?
Well, the car was a little loose. I think if it was a little tighter, I might have been able to catch TJ. I ran a really good race, not wrecking like I did the last 2 races, and
You're happy with the week overall?
Yeah, I think I could have done better, but
You did a good job. Congratulations.
thank you.
Laquan McCoy, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your top 3 in the Bandoleros. These kids put on a great show all week long. 1 feature in the book. We got 4 more coming up next.